Hey guys, Detective Meatball People here, and today we are solving more pocket mysteries. Let's go! Our first mystery. One winter, the detective is examining a murder scene in a locked room. The victim, an up-and-coming physicist, was poisoned in her own lab. What was used to poison her? Alright, let's take a look here. We got a plate of cookies. We got a furnace with a kettle on it. We got a cuckoo clock. And oh my goodness, what is that sticking out of her neck? Dun, dun, dun! A needle with a cork is stuck in the victim's neck. A lethal dose of poison was later found from the needle. The post-mortem reveals that victim was put to sleep with anesthetics before her death. Which item put her to sleep? Okay, so she was drugged before she was shot with the poison? Let's see. There's a mask in the trash can. The cup of coffee. Maybe there was something in the coffee, and that put her to sleep. Whoa! No, it's not the coffee? Alright, what else could it be? Oh, the mask. Maybe there was like chloroform on the mask. No? Okay. Oh, there's a bite taken out of this cookie. Maybe there were drugs in the cookie. Yes! We're on the right track. The victim always ate cookies while she worked in her office. Investigators found out that the cookies on her desk had been tampered with. The victim's lab was unusually hot inside when the police arrived. Why could that be? Well, obviously it's the furnace that is clearly blasting hot air all over the place. Correct. The heater was set to its maximum temperature. The victim's assistant told the investigators that the victim regularly boiled water on the heater to increase the humidity, and the victim never left the lab after turning the heater on. The lab was locked when her body was found. You have 3 clues: the unusually warm lab, the needle with a cork at the end, and the victim's body itself. What was used to kill the victim in this locked room? Now, this is where Meatball's big brain's gonna come in handy. Do you see that teapot over there? The cork with the needle was in the teapot, and when it heated up, it shot the cork through the air into her neck. The lid on the kettle was soldered. The murderer stuck the cork with a poison needle into the spout before putting the kettle onto the heater. Vapor can expand up to 1,800 times the mass of the water. The murderer took advantage of that to shoot the poisoned needle. The victim's assistant was the only one who knew the precise position where the victim sits and had a comprehensive knowledge of physics. Police took her in for further questioning. On to the next case. There was a panic at the music hall when the conductor suddenly collapsed. He was rushed to the ER, but passed away, unfortunately. Police now suspects one of the band members. But why? Okay. Well, it looks like he was shot in the stomach. And all the members of the orchestra are facing him, and everybody in the audience is behind him. So the deadly shot had to have come from somebody in the orchestra. A poisoned arrow was stuck into the victim's stomach. Police believed one of the band members, who all faced the conductor, must have shot the arrow. But could they have done it while playing music? Police couldn't find a device to shoot the arrow from the band member's belongings, but there was one person who could have shot the arrow without such a device. Who could that be? Without a crossbow or a bow and arrow, what could have shot an arrow It had to have been an instrument that had strings that were at a high enough tension that they could use it as an impromptu bow and arrow. I think it's going to be the harpist. This harpist sure isn't no angel. The harpist shot the arrow using his harp as a bow. The violinist had a string instrument too, but both of her hands were occupied. But why didn't the conductor see the arrow aimed at him? Good question. It's possible that someone distracted the conductor for the harpist. Who could be the accomplice? It's the member who's reacting to the body in an odd way. Alright, let's look at the different members' body language or facial reactions. Oh, they all look traumatized. What is that? He's smiling like the Joker over here. What kind of creeper is that? The percussionist! How could you? While everyone was surprised, the timpanist had a smirk on his face. He knew what was going to happen. He made a loud sound that's not in the music sheet to distract everyone for the harpist to make his shot. But why was the conductor murdered? A certain item on his body gives a clue. What is the motive? Let's investigate closer. What is that on the collar of his shirt? It looks like lipstick. Interesting. Lipstick stain can be seen on his collar. It turns out he was quite a ladies' man. He even slept with the harpist's wife. Enraged by the affair, the harpist got the timpanist to assist in his revenge. That's another case solved for Meatball people. Next case. A body was found at a safari park. Visitors began panicking, but the clever park staff contained the situation. What did the park staff do to convince the visitors that the body was just a prop for the scenery? I don't think anybody would be convinced that that's just a scenery prop. That looks pretty realistic. What could they do? Maybe they put, I don't know, fake blood in the water? Left clothes out on the rock? I don't know. What could they have done? I don't know. Maybe they put him next to that alligator to make it look like the alligator got him. Yeah! Oh, man, that was a wild guess, you guys. Oh, I was not sure about that one at all. There was an animatronic of a giant alligator installed by this pond. The park staff shouted, "Oh no! That cruel alligator has done it again!" Luckily, the visitors believed that the body was just a part of the show. The pond is now closed off and the investigation is underway. The body was identified to be a male staff who was in charge of this area. He was found wearing nothing but his underwear. Does this object in the scene belong to him? Oh, it's got to be this uniform over here on this island that we noticed earlier, because it's identical to the uniform of the other staff members. Let's find out. The clothes found by the pond is a dress-type uniform of the park. Police checked with the park manager, who confirmed that the victim never wore that dress. Then whose uniform is this? And where did the victim's uniform go? What if another staff member killed him and then swapped clothes with him? Police suspected the staff members who wore the dress uniform, but none of them turned out to be the murderer. Maybe an outsider got a hold of the uniform. Which part of the scene gives us a hint that leads to the killer? Oh man, there goes my theory that it was another park member. Oh, wait a minute. There's a dry cleaning box right outside of the display. Anybody could have gotten a uniform from in there. The dry cleaning box sign can be seen right above a bin. A laundromat worker could easily get a hold of the uniform. Further investigation led to one person who might have done just that. A female laundromat worker was the murderer. She stripped the victim naked and fled the scene wearing his uniform. Why did she do that? Which part of the scene explains her action? Yes, it's not only to know the who, but also the why. Is it that sock? Is it the blood? Okay, so what does the blood prove why she did it? The blood in the pond indicates that the victim bled excessively. The murderer got blood all over her, so she had to change her clothes. The victim's uniform was later found from the woman's house. She was planning on returning it sneakily along with the other uniforms. Turns out that she was tired of the victim hitting on her constantly. Well, okay, I get it that guy was, harassing her, but you don't murder people. There's other ways to handle things like that. Alright, next case. There has been a hideous murder at a hotel room. Blood is spattered everywhere in the victim's room. Where is the victim's fatal wound? Oh man. Yeah, that is a lot of blood. His neck looks like it has been cut really, really wide, you guys. That's a little more violent than I was used to. The blood spattered all over the body shows that the victim was still alive when his neck was cut, which fatally wounded the man. What was the murder weapon? It's not visible yet. There is still a clue. The murder weapon... Oh, wait. I think it's this wrapper to a disposable razor. Dun, dun, dun! The hotel amenities are scattered on the floor, but one of them is empty. The murder weapon must be the razor blade, which was inside this plastic. Yes. The murderer was the woman who was staying at the hotel with the victim. However, she wasn't suspected at first. Why? Well, because she's all clean. She's wearing this white dress. And everything else in this room is covered with blood. It's correct. Despite all the blood in the room, her white dress had no stain on it. The security cameras in the hotel entrance captured her wearing the white dress. 2. This is why the police didn't suspect her at first. How did she get out of her crime scene stain-free? There was a clue in the picture. Alright. What, that picture of the cat over there by the wall? Was she... Oh, there's a hanger down there. Maybe she changed clothes? Oh, no, maybe she used that bedsheet over there to cover herself up while she killed him. And then the bedsheet got bloody instead of her dress. She wrapped the bedsheets to her body to make it look like a dress. Oh. She wanted to break up with the victim who wouldn't listen, so she booked this hotel room to commit the murder. After she cut the victim's neck, she dressed herself in that makeshift dress. Well, I got the right answer for all the wrong reasons, but, hey, you take what you get. Which item in this room indicates that the victim may have been more intimate with one of the 3 men? Alright, let's see. There's 3 guys on here. She's dead at her desk. Oh, she's on a dating site. She must have met one of these guys on the dating site. No, that's not right. Okay. Is there something? There's a photo. There's a photo on her desk. Let's see which of the three guys is in the photo. Correct. Well done. There's a picture of the two together. With a closer look, you realize that it's faded. It looks like it was taken quite a while ago, so this couple must have been together for a very long time. Which item in the room was used to kill the woman? It had to have been something sharp. There's a box cutter. There's a pen. And there was scissors. Ooh, the scissors look like they're a little bit wet at the tip. Correct! The victim was killed with the left-handed scissors. She was found dead holding a pencil in her right hand in an attempt to write the killer's name. Unfortunately, all she managed to write was "Killer is." So the scissors must belong to the murderer who was left-handed. Now why would you just write "Killer is"? Just write the name, lady. You have limited time here. After talking to the three men who each knew the victim, police took one of them to the police station. How did they know who to take? Because the one guy is the guy in the picture. The lady's boyfriend. That guy's drinking coffee. That guy's picking stuff up. Oh, they're all wearing watches. Okay, that guy and that guy. The two on the left are wearing their watches on the left hand. And the guy over here drinking coffee is wearing his watch on the right hand. And you wear watches on your non-dominant hand, so it's the coffee drinker. Am I right? Is it the guy? Is it the guy? It's the guy! It's him! We got him this time. You're not getting away from us. People usually wear their watch on their non-dominant hand. Police narrowed down the suspect to the one wearing their watch on their right wrist. The fact that this man was also the same man from the picture thickened the suspicion. If this man is the murderer, what could be his motive for murdering his girlfriend? Well, like I've already said, she's clearly on an online dating site right now. She's totally Cheetos, you guys. Why not just break up with him? He was the murderer after all. You can see her browsing an online dating service where she created her profile. She got tired of her current relationship, so she was getting ready to move on. The man still loved her enough to get upset by this. If only he could have had a calm conversation with her, things might have turned out differently. But they didn't, did they? Well, gentle viewers, that is all the cases that Meatball Pipple will be solving this time. If you like Pocket Mysteries, give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll go back on the beat to solve more crimes. Bye!